as we were working on our 94 4Runner to replace the gear, the differential in the rear, we also found that we had wet brakes. And if we didn't know this until we got the drum off. The drum was stuck a bit, so we had to back off the brake adjuster, and it came right off. And when we did, we discovered that we had rear differential grease all through the drum. So this got to be cleaned up. We're going to try to clean these brake shoes up and save them. We may end up having to eventually replace the shoes themselves, but for the meantime, we will clean them up with some brake cleaner and clean all this backing plate off. So what has to happen, what we found was when we pulled this out, we had a bad seal. And so the differential grease was coming through where the sealed bearing is and coming inside the brake mechanism. What we had was a bad seal in here, so it came past the seal and through the bearing and the backing plate and all over the brake mechanism. We're going to go to the other side and show you the detail of how we took that apart, so it makes it easy to understand. Okay, we came to the other side, the passenger side. We need to take the emergency brake cable loose to get at the backing plate to pull it completely out of the housing, which then we will pull the rear axle seal that needs to be replaced as well. It hasn't leaked on this side. The brakes are good and dry. We're going to clean everything up before we put it back together, but when you replace one side seal, you should do the other side, because if you don't, you put it back in, you're going to have a leak down the road before long. Okay, so first of all, we're going to take off this emergency brake cable. Then it comes off of here. We have two 10mm bolts to take off. So this emergency brake cable we can get completely out of the way now. It slides back through the opening here. Toyota makes things really nice. You just have to get used to their method. Then we pull the whole axle assembly out, set it out of the way. So in here you see we have the original seal. It still has grease and stuff on it from when they put the sealed bearing and on the axle in there. So we're going to use a puller. You can do. So we need to pull this seal out. Since I don't have a seal puller, I'm going to use a slide hammer with adjustable jaws that we can put in here and pull it out. And there we got the seal out. So now we're ready to get new seals and install them. That'll be on our next section.